What is going on, Flex Zone family? It is God's favorite host here on a fabulous fine Friday, live on YouTube with the Flex Zone podcast, giving you an in between the zone. You can see I'm repping the brand. You can see how to keep up with us on all your social media platforms, all your streaming platforms. And while you're watching this, drop a like on this video. Smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Flex Zone podcast for more videos like this. And don't forget, we're live every Monday night, 10 p.m., Facebook, and Wednesdays on all your streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, and so much more. You want to donate, got the cash tag down below. And again, please subscribe. Today, it's a Flex Zone special. Like I said, a little in between the zone, as we are talking about some WWE and their WWE releases yet again here in 2021, almost 24 hours to the exact time of the releases. But first and foremost, we got to go back to yesterday. The writing was on the wall that there would be more releases coming. Shout out to the good folks at WrestleVotes. They were mentioning that there could be some upcoming pending releases today. It started early yesterday, and according to PW Insider, longtime Senior Vice President of Creative Services, Stan Stansky, was released on Wednesday. Joined WWE back in 2006 as Vice President of Creative Services and was promoted in March 2012 to the SVP role. The departure shocked a lot of people, and one person described it, and I quote, as the ultimate proof no one is safe. And also, another quote, yet another reminder this isn't the same company it was a year ago. Mind you, this was previously, right before they had an earnings call for quarter three, right before. So, wrestling fans, Flex on Family, let me know what you think about this. That is what started it. Now, I'll start there because if Vince McMahon, who has had these people in power and corporate structure for over 10, 15, 20 years, and they've been promoted within the WWE landscape, and now you just see out of nowhere, out the blue, they're being replaced, they're being fired, they're being demoted, all for what? What it's doing? It's gaining profit for Vince Kennedy McMahon. That's all he cares about at the end of the day, folks. He doesn't care about giving you a good professional wrestling product. He doesn't even care about making it a good sports entertainment professional product. He cares about his fat bank account, increasing the amount of Franklins, Jacksons in his wallet, because I'm sure he's carrying 50s, hundreds, and more, and his share price. He's a public traded company. So they're about making money, not about what you want as a fan, which is great professional wrestling, which we do have in other promotions, not just AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, which is folding, but you have MLW, you have GCW, you have New Japan Pro Wrestling, you have WOW, which is starting Women of Wrestling. These promotions are out here for this talent. Now, the WWE released 18 people later on yesterday. So once Stan was gone, the writing was on the wall. Then the releases started flooding in. 18 releases. I mean, it was just crazy because I'm looking and I'm in a group chat and I hear all these releases going back and forth. And I'm like, this person, that person, this person, that person. And I think the first name I heard was Scarlett. And I said, hmm, does that mean her husband, Karrion Kross, is next? But I'm going to go down the list of names real quick. Whew. Ember Moon, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Mia Yim, Grand Metalik, Nia Jax, Lindsay Dorado, Jet Rama, Katrina Cortez, Trey Baxter, Zadia Ramir, Jessica Maya, B5 of Hero, who just got called up, Only Lorcan, Frankie Monet, who's now Taya Valkyrie, Eva Marie, and Scarlett Bordeaux, as I just mentioned. Now, 18 people in total. Some of these NXT names haven't seen on TV, but some of these main roster or NXT names that were synonymous with the old NXT get to the main roster. We've seen it time and time again. Get to the main roster, and what happens? The character gets changed, or Vince says we have nothing creatively for them, and he puts it on superstars. It's their fault that they are the reason that they're not getting over. But we all know Vince hates when people don't get over on their own. Look at Rusev. Look at Sanity. Look at various other superstars. I mean, sheesh, look at the current women's division. Liv Morgan. He doesn't even want to push her. And she was the person who was scheduled to win the Queen's crown. And she gets eliminated in the first round in under 2 minutes. It's just a very, very, very crazy, crazy time here in the professional wrestling world. And a lot of these people have 30-day non compete clauses, and some 90 day. So a lot of these people thankfully can take the holiday season to relax, rejuvenate, spend time with their family, not have to worry about traveling, get paid, and still have an opportunity when the new year comes to work elsewhere, wherever that may be. Now I'm gonna go down some of these names and I'm gonna give my opinions of where I think they should go and just kind of what the hell did WWE do? Where did they go wrong with this damn these talents? It's not the talent themselves, and I say this all the time. I say this with other people to flex on. It's the booking, it's the upper management, especially in WWE. Now, when I look at these, I'll start with the Ember Moon, former NXT champion, got called up to the main roster. A lot of people, the gimmick is maybe a Xena gimmick, warrior princess, scavenger, but she can go in the ring. She's got veteran experience. I think a company like an AEW would be a perfect fit for Ember Moon because we all know the WWE's women's division. If you're not Charlotte, if you're not Becky, if you're not Bailey, get well soon Bailey, or Sasha Banks, the boss. And maybe you want to throw in some Bianca Belair, but after what happened on Monday, do you really think she has a direction? Do you really trust WWE creative Bruce, who hates women's wrestling, and John Laurinaitis, people power, to really do anything good for Bianca? Unfortunately, I'm a little afraid about her future, especially after what happened at SummerSlam, 26 seconds. But don't get me started on that. Next to that, I'll look at Ember Moon would be a great fit for AEW. Their women division needs help. Yes, it has gotten better, but she could be a great person, much like Ruby Soho was, much like Mickey James is doing an impact that can help some of these younger talents, some of these green talents, help them become better. Have some great programs with a Jade Cargo, a Ruby Soho, a Dr. Britt Baker DMD, a Anna J, and really come in and be one of the hot, fresh baby faces of this women's division and put on some good matches and help elevate the division. They have the TBS title coming. They have the women's title, obviously, in the hands of Dr. Britt Baker DMD. There's opportunity there. I think Abram Moon will be a great fit for AEW. Who? Keith Lee. Now he may be the biggest name on this list. The only man to ever have the NXT championship as well as the NXT North American championship. Beats Adam Cole, loses to Karrion Kross. That right there said he was the guy. Goes to SummerSlam, last man standing for his team with NXT. Goes down to Roman Reigns in a great final battle. Roman gives him the fist bump. Your top guy gives him the sign of approval. He gets pushed up to the main roster. They change his theme music. They put him in a skirt, oversized basketball shorts, a singlet. He beats Randy Orton on his first pay-per-view match. And it means absolutely nothing. He goes on to unfortunately get COVID as he was slated to be in the United States Championship picture. Slated possibly to win from Bobby Lashley with the triple threat with Riddle. Gets COVID, has heart problems, almost dies. WWE says we're going to bring him back. He's healthy, he's clear. They're going to rename him Bearcat Keith Lee, an homage to an old wrestler from the territory days with the Bearcat name. Which we found out that it was not even Keith Lee's idea, which we already probably should have known. That wasn't his idea. All they had to let Keith Lee do was be Keith Lee. Be himself. Be the limitless one. Be the guy who got over with the crowd with his Spanish flies, his moonsaults, his jumps over the rope to the outside, his more pounce for the ounce. What he did to Adam Cole, one of the best gifts there is out there, knocking him 4 or 5 rows into the NXT at Full Sail University crowd. I can't believe they fumbled the bag on Keith Lee. He could have been the guy to take Roman down. You need more young up and coming stars, young up and coming baby faces that the crowd can get behind. He's released, and it's safe to say that the Bearcat is going to crawl his way to Jacksonville with Mr. Tony Khan. They don't have a lot of big men in AEW. He could be one of the big men that they could use well. He could put on 5-star matches with everyone and be booked correctly. And eventually, maybe even make a bold prediction, probably be AEW's first black world champion. That's how much of a megastar he could potentially be. And you put him in the hands of a Tony Khan, I trust him. And with Karrion Kross, another dominant guy, brought up to the main roster without Scarlett, changes everything about him, puts a mask on him like Hannibal Lecter, like Demolition. Lose to Jeff Hardy in under 2 minutes his first time up. Then they say they're going to go through creative changes with him. He was never had a chance. Didn't even bring Scarlett up. Again, another guy that could have just let do what he did in NXT, be himself, use that menacing presence of Scarlett to intimidate his opponents. Let him be the big bruiser he is, pretty solid in the ring, can cut a promo, has the look. Thought Vince would love him. Thought he would be a Vince guy that he could use. Nothing. Karrion Kross is released. He was in Impact. I'll call him Killer Cross again because Killer Cross is back. He was in Impact. I could see maybe AEW. I could see New Japan. Maybe a return to Impact. May not be out the question either, but another big time guy. Another big time guy gone. I can't believe that. Miriam, Keith Lee's fiance, who took care of this man, sacrificed her career, former Knockouts champion. Could she go to an AEW? Could she go to a woman of wrestling WOW? Wow, a shine, a shimmer. Think she has some good potential. Grand Metalik and Lindsay Dorado, Lucha House Party. Nothing. They weren't used in catering. They could join the former Kalisto in AEW, but I could see a triple A somewhere Lucha Libre. Man, I miss Lucha Underground. It would be perfect for that. Nia Jax apparently was let go because she wasn't vaccinated. Maybe she was just let go because she was terrible and hurt everybody in the ring. And the vaccine is just a good way to get people out of there nowadays. Not really too sad about Nia Jax. She's The Rock's cousin. Yeah. Jeff Rama, Indian wrestler, was going to be a part of NXT India. 40 years old. Probably not much left of his career in the ring, honestly. Maybe a trainer, coach. Katrina Cortez, think wrestled in the mask. Could be on the indie circuit. Trey Baxter, I think already has gigs with GCW. Smaller guy. Probably doesn't fit what Vince wants in NXT 2.0. Zyda Ramir, don't really know too much about. Jessica Maya, who's dating Isaiah Swerve Scott sometime on NXT. Basically, if you're not Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly, whose contracts end next month, and Tommaso Ciampa, who's the current NXT champion, nobody from this NXT is part of the old NXT. It's all new guys. B-Fab, probably not the best in the ring, but could have been used as a great manager, great valet. I liked what Hit Row had to bring to the table, but the main roster scares you. And yet again, now she's just going to automatically be gone. They called her up. She's part of the song. Her voice is in it. Doesn't make much sense. Only Lorcan, great worker. He'll find work. Could be a guy used to help get other guys over, but put on a good match. Taya Valkyrie, formerly known as Frankie Monet. She can go anywhere. Maybe WWE didn't like that she was almost 40. Impact, success there. Could she go to an AEW? I wouldn't mind it. Could she go to a women's of wrestling? Women of wrestling, a shine, a shimmer. I wish John Morrison got released. He could use a fresh start because he's not being used in WWE. He's meditating. Hopefully trying to find a better product. Okay? And I said Scarlett. I mean, I think her and Karrion Kross are a package deal. If you're a promoter, you get both. You got something. Flex Zone family, let me know what you think about these releases. I'm intrigued to see where a lot of these people go, especially Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Ember Moon, Scarlett as well. And I like to see where Mia Yim goes also. Does she go with her husband? Is that a package deal? Because I could see her in AEW. But look down below, subscribe, like, share. We'll be back Monday at 10 p.m. with a brand new episode. WWE released 18 wrestlers. Remember, Vince doesn't care about what you want to see in the ring. He cares about his bank account, his wallet. Him and Nick Khan. Nick Khan's all about saving money and making Vince more money. And you know Vince loves that. It's how the rich stay rich. Do I think there'll be more cuts? Wouldn't surprise me. But I think you'll maybe see more cuts next year, early next year, maybe Q1, maybe before or right after WrestleMania. And I know AEW has a loaded roster, but you get a guy like a Keith Lee or a Karrion Kross, you get those guys in there, big men who can work, put on the type of matches they can put on. It only helps your company when you got stars like Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, CM Punk. Hangman Adam Page, MJF, Darby Allin. Phew, a lot of guys in that company that are able to or are already stars or on the verge of becoming megastars as well. Let us know your thoughts at the Flex Zone One on all platforms. Apple, Spotify, Google Play every Wednesday, new episodes. Mondays 10 p.m. You want to check in live, comment. Facebook, the Flex Zone One. Instagram, Twitter, the Flex Zone One. YouTube, subscribe, the Flex Zone Podcast. Make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe, new videos weekly, updates from all the Flex Zone family, all a part of the panel. Ideas want to be a guest of FlexZone1 at gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts. Will you continue to watch WWE? What do you think about these releases? Is there anybody that you want to see go somewhere in particular? Do you think WWE was right with budget cuts? Yeah, it's saving the money, but in the next few weeks, Ross at Fightful saying you'll hear, oh, there was no creative direction for them. They had nothing for them creatively. 3 hours on Monday, 2 hours on Friday, 5 hours of TV, and you can't find a way to use this talent. What is the future of WWE? What is the future? If it's not Roman Reigns on SmackDown, do you really care? On Raw, it's really not a good product. Last week may have been a little bit better because they focus on wrestling, but do you trust it in the long term? WWE doesn't believe in long term booking. The AEWs, the Impacts, the New Japans, the GCWs, even Ring of Honors, MOWs, they believe in long term booking. We do love WWE. We grew up with it as children, but now WWE is for children, and tricks are for kids. And now these wrestlers can go in the greener pastures. While we hate to see people get fired and let go, it could be the best for their career. Definitely in this case, a lot of guys will leave WWE. Look at a Malachi Black, an Andrade El Idolo, a Ruby Soho. It's better. It's better. It's better. The grass may be greener. Yeah, you may not want to make all the guaranteed money up front with WWE. More creative freedom, more character control, more ability to capitalize off your merchandise. You got a guy like a Wyndham, formerly known as Bray Wyatt, out there. Braun Strowman, if you're into that type of thing out there. You got Buddy Murphy, well, Buddy Matthews now. You got Keith Lee, put him right at the top. You got Karrion Kross, he's right up there as well. Guys are going to be calling these guys up to get them. And a lot of these guys only have 30-day non-compete, and for the ones on the main roster, 90-day most likely. So by the beginning of Q1, early next year, we'll have an idea of where some of these people will go. Now, if I'm AEW, I'm not signing anybody right now. Full Gear looks like it's going to be a great card, potentially even better than All Out, just on paper. I don't sign anybody right now, but I think heading into Revolution and Double or Nothing next year, you can add a Keith Lee. You can add a Karrion Kross or Scarlett. You can add an Ember Moon. They just added a Tony Nese. You got guys you can add. I would love to see what they do. AEW, Tony Khan, he's not worried about spending money. He's a smart businessman. The Khans have more money than the McMahons. He knows where to spend his money and how to spend his money. Don't worry about that. He got that. He'll handle it. You want to complain, oh, AEW has all these people they can't use. They only have 3 hours of television, or, if you want to count Dark and Elevation, YouTube, Tony Khan has a good way of being able to manipulate his roster and use and give people the opportunity to shine. Gives the fans what they want. And even if they do mess up, he usually fixes and course corrects it. He's a fan of professional wrestling. He cares about the fans, unlike Vince McMahon. Does he care about his money? Does he care about his wallet? Sure. But he knows his company's only 2 years old. That's why he's investing in the talent. He's investing in the properties, the intellectual properties. He's investing in things such as the video game that will probably be the best video game, wrestling video game potentially of all time on the PlayStation 5 or the new Xbox. He's in the red right now. But you best believe by this time next year, as we head into 2023, with another full year of AEW, with the momentum they're building, with the people they're bringing in, they will be in the green and making money. I'm not saying they're going to make more money than WWE because WWE is publicly traded, but their company will make money, and the money that Tony Khan's investing will begin to work for him and show that there is legit competition. WWE now is the alternative. I'm looking for AEW. Hell, I'm looking for an Impact. I'm looking for a GCW. I'm looking for Ring of Honor now because it looks like people be working on a handshake agreement, so people will be coming in and out. Is AEW perfect? No, but they put on a good professional wrestling show week in and week out, and truly try to get the fans what they want. I would love to see some of these guys in AEW. Like I said, I would love to see. I'm intrigued to see what WWE does. God forbid Roman gets hurt, gets sick, can't perform. What do they do? Who is their next guy? And I know everybody's gonna say Drew McIntyre. And okay, you want to give me Drew McIntyre? Maybe. But do we really want to see that? Is that what fans want to see right now? After he had two title reigns last year, I know he didn't win it in front of a crowd, but really, does WWE trust Big E enough to give him a long-term title run and build him up as the next big babyface that they didn't do with the Keith Lee, like they failed to do with numerous other NXT superstars? They're trying to do it with Damian Priest. They're trying to do it with Riddle, but for every Riddle and Damian Priest, there's a Keith Lee, a Karrion Kross, a Ruby Soho, a Rusev Miro. You want to talk about a great backup plan for Moxley and Bryan Danielson? Hey, Danielson and Miro's going to be really good. Let me know what you think, America. We want to do more videos like this. I'll probably do an AEW full gear preview where I break down each match, give my predictions, what I think will happen, any maybe surprises, any other signings, anything like that. Mondays, 10 p.m. We'll be back again. WWE always doing what's best for their pockets and upper management. So Vince and Nick Khan and Kevin Dunn and John Laurinaitis, people power, they can continue to fatten their pockets. Apparently, John Laurinaitis sent out the email, but we know who it came from. Nick Khan told Vince, "Hey, you want to save some money? Let's cut these guys." Did I think Keith Lee would get released this soon? No. Maybe next year, early next year, but definitely not Karrion Kross. I thought Vince would do something with him. I thought he would at least let him be the next U.S. champion. Maybe take it off Damian Priest, a bruising heel, a guy that can work, menacing presence. That's what I was thinking, but I guess not. What do I know? There is SmackDown tonight. We'll see what happens. Who's next for Roman Reigns? Who will it be? There's murmurings that Brock will face Drew McIntyre maybe at the Royal Rumble as a precursor to him going against Roman Reigns again at Mania in Dallas, WrestleMania 38. Ooh, who wants to see that main event again? Not me. Hence, like I said, WWE needs to work on building up these baby faces. So I guess WWE is all in on NXT 2.0, which is now run by Vince and Bruce, if you didn't know. It's not run by Triple H. It's not run by Shawn Michaels. It's not run by Road Dogg. None of those people have a say. All the hard work over the past decade, Triple H has put into this brand, to this company of NXT, to develop these young stars, these people that get over that the crowd loves and connects to, and can potentially be the next main eventers of WWE. So they have a future. So it's not just 40-plus-year-old guys or legends coming back to pop ratings or hotshot things or very younger talent. It's unacceptable. We get the same matches every week. We get screwy finishes. They insult our logic. Queen's Crown. They issue on women's wrestling. There's no women's revolution. It's the four horsewomen, maybe a smidge of Bianca, and everyone else. Survivor Series is a couple weeks away, 3 weeks away. Are you excited? Are you expecting anything special? They haven't even started building towards the pay-per-view, one of their big four. What I am excited about is AEW Full Gear next Saturday. Some of the great matches they have. Like I said, I'll talk more about them as the week goes on. But professional wrestling doesn't exist in WWE. It's not about making money. It's not about making Vince money, saving him money, making profit for him, fattening his pocket, increasing his bank account. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about what you want. Yeah, he wants you to keep supporting his product, buying the merchandise, buying tickets to these live events, buying tickets to these house shows, all for nothing. Vince doesn't care about what you want as a fan. He cares about your money. He doesn't care about you, the matches you want to see, putting young talent over, developing new stars. long-term booking, giving you a product that you can be excited and look forward to watching every week. But at least on the Flex Zone, we'll tell you the truth. We'll tell you what's really going on behind the curtain. Like I said, we'll keep tapped in if there are any more releases. But check this video out on YouTube. Smash that like button, share, subscribe. Please like it. It helps YouTube with the algorithm to put our videos out there so you can get more content like this. Donate to that cash tag to Flex Zone One. Be a blessing. We appreciate every help you can give us. Any help. I'm God's favorite host, Byron Dixon, signing off. And until next time, don't get cut like WWE on Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you Monday at 10 p.m. And until then, we gone. Subscribe, tap in to the Flex Zone. The only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it.